What's up, guys? Brian and Michael here. We're going over some more of the techniques that we brought back from the Jack Toffer seminar and private lesson. We got to kind of learn a lot of cool stuff and have been sharing it in classes ever since, and just kind of documenting our takeaways. And we've been uploading some videos. So we're going to kind of co-teach this, and essentially we've been trying to drive home the point. It's like jiu-jitsu is a great form of self-defense, okay? But you have to have the methods in place to make it that way, right? We do a lot of things, do leg locks, all of these things, and you get competitors and things that they just kind of go in all these different directions. But the goal at the end of the day is for somebody to be able to defend themselves against a trained and untrained opponent, right? So whether somebody got you on the ground, they're trying to punch you, is something we try to take into account. Even if you're not a mixed martial artist, do MMA classes and you compete, we're talking about jiu-jitsu for everyone when we say like self-defense, okay? So I'm gonna give Michael a situation where I'm in his guard, and I just wanna I remember when I first started training, I just loved grinding my forearm into people's throat. Now I joke about it because I had no idea what I was doing. I was like, hey, just put me in this arm bar, right? Just doing that in the guard or wherever, mount, I'm gonna choke you. And I had no idea what I was doing. It wasn't choking, it was making them mad, right? But here's the thing, that you might experience that when somebody's going to punch you. And at that time, we weren't doing ground and pound, so it really wasn't a good thing for me to add in at the time, right? So, but we like to take into account, like, what if the jiu-jitsu guy or a grappler or somebody that knows a bottom defensive ground game, and they've learned it for defense, how do they go up against somebody punching them with just having had exposure to what we're talking about, jiu-jitsu, okay? So here's what we'll do. I'm gonna explain the situation, then I'm gonna turn it over to Michael, and he's gonna show this as a setup to the Vale Tudo guard, okay? So this, I'm cross-facing, and what I would really like to do is, not so much here, but here, I would like to hit Michael, right? But not really because he's my friend. Okay, but if he comes over in frames, this is where I'm going to turn it over to him for details. But my goal is to hit. His goal is to stop me, and I'm not even that effective on my cross face. Okay, so I'm going to set this up, and he's going to start teaching the technique.
So when Brian kind of shoves this in my neck, I know if he's going to hit me, it's going to be with the other arm. It's not going to be this one. This one's always anchoring on me. He's kind of pinning me down, so he kind of a hammer and anvil type thing. So even if his arms are really long, if I just frame, I go two hands together on that shoulder, he can swing and all that, and even if he does touch my face, it's not really going to hurt me because he can't really get the momentum, he can't power through, can't drive through in his punch, right? So that stops me. And I don't want to hang out here because I don't like being here, I don't like being on bottom period, but so I stop him here, and all I want to do is use this arm that's right underneath his arm, his bicep right here. I just curl around and I get my elbow hook. You see how I can still hold him here with this one arm for a second. It's just going to take me a second to wrap around. So once I get here, he's weak in this spot. I'm very strong in this spot. I've got my arm curled in. I'm up here either grabbing my rib cage or my gi, on my stomach here. Like, I feel really, really good. Now, once I've got this locked down and kind of tuck my elbow in, I'm going to open my guard, which is fine because I've got a bite on him here. I've got his posture. See how he's leaning down now? Like, he's not up here. Once I swam through, I pulled him down a little bit. So I take my guard open. I put this right foot on his hip, right? I've still got this shoulder. And all I do is I just push this leg up over his back and it's almost like I'm trying to kick over the top of his shoulders with my heel. Right, I've got this tucked in, just push this right here, right? This heel across his neck and behind his head. Now, this foot that's on his hip, now my knee is kind of like against his jaw here. And all I do is I just squeeze down with my heel and that right knee together, and everything's real. So can you get your arm out? No. See how his posture is? See how he's all broken down now? And guess what? I've got a free hand and a free elbow if I'm in the situation that I need to inflict some pain on him, some damage. And if he ends up trying to come up All I do is I just use my hips up and I point my knees this way and bring it down. Now you've got all kinds of submissions and stuff from here, but the point of this video is I went from being on bottom about to get my face caved in this situation right here, this frame, go around, bring this here. Now I've got control. I can go into my omoplata series or whatever. There's a bunch of stuff that you can do, but those are your options for when you're in a spot that's not so great. You can get to a guard and you can really control it.
All right, dude. Thanks, man. Michael and I, last year when Jack was here, we did a private lesson with him on this guard. And then he ended up about half the seminar he taught here, he went into that guard. And it was 2 seminars of private lesson. It was all guard work, closed guard, great options. And, you know, we're just kind of, like I said, trying to preserve our understanding of it, which we are sure will get better as time goes on. Because, like I mentioned in a previous video, or this one's been training a long time. And when I train with Jack, it puts my jiu-jitsu in a new context, right? It's these moves I've known about for a long time, but it's a situation, a perspective, a concept, a detail that I have not yet integrated, right? And that expands my view of what I'm doing, okay? So that's that, just trying to break it all down for you guys, just coming off an awesome weekend, and want to kind of spread the word about it, right? We kind of, at least I kind of think that's the way it works, and that's the points I'm driving home in videos and on my floor when I teach. All right. Appreciate Michael for sharing his details, and thanks for watching, everybody. Please subscribe to our channel. Help us grow. We get a lot of views. We get a lot of positive feedback on our videos. Try and get some more subscribers, though. So hit that subscribe button or share this. Ask people to subscribe. Help us grow what we're doing. Spread the word. Thanks for watching.